Awesome. Okay, so welcome guys to our sneak peek call. I'm Courtney Wilson, and this is our team triple threat call. And we have several other coaches with us tonight. We have Angie.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, and we have Taryn here. Taryn. And she's muted. And then we have Amanda, and she's muted too. But so we're all here, and we're excited you guys are joining us or listening to this later. We just want to tell you a little bit about coaching, and we like to do these calls because they're a little bit more just relationship based, and we can talk to you in a more relaxed manner. So that's why we like to do it this way. And yeah, so we're going to jump into it. We're not going to take too much of your time, but we're going to hear 3 different stories kind of how we got started, and then we're going to kind of walk you through what it's like being a coach and what are the things we do on a daily basis. And yeah, and that's that. So I'll start, I guess, and then Angie, and then Taryn. Okay, so my story begins after I had my daughter, and that's when I had kind of heard about all the Beachbody stuff, and a friend of mine, a military friend of mine, had recently started, and she was bugging me to do it. And her name's Megan. Actually, she is our upline, and we're part of the big team Fit and Fierce, and that's her team that she's developed. And so anyway, this friend of mine bugging me to join because she had just started, and so I had my daughter, and I was willing to give it a try because I wanted to lose all my baby weight as fast as possible, right? And so that was the goal, and I heard of all these other products, so I went for it, signed up, and I started with T25, and it changed my life. And at 3.5 weeks, I have like a really significant transformation picture that was just like mind blowing. When I looked at it, I didn't feel that I looked that way. I didn't think I looked that way, but it was so different from how I looked when I started. And so that was a big deal. And I had done other programs before. I had done Insanity, but without Shakeology, and it's just easy to fall off the wagon when you don't have the accountability, and you don't have someone asking you about your progress and asking you, like, are you taking your pictures and are you staying on top of it? And so to have this stark difference in my transformation was amazing. And so from there I started, and people started to see, and so they started to ask me questions, and that's what started my coaching journey. And that was about 2 years ago now. And so that's how I started my business, and it just kind of grew from there. Friends, family jumped on board, and then I messed up a lot of stuff in the beginning, and now I'm here 2 years later, very much committed to this job and to changing lives and sharing this opportunity because it is real. And I've been to many conferences with other coaches, and hearing their stories, they're just phenomenal. And this is so emotionally tied into our lives, this journey. Our health is the main, it's just, it's why we're here. We're here because we're alive, and if we're going to be alive, we need to be healthy so we can continue to be here. You know what I mean? And so it's just so connected, and I love all the people that I've met through this journey, and I see God in every aspect of this job, and I love that, and I love that I get to share that and to have my team surrounding me and doing the same things. So that's a little bit of my journey. Since then, I've also had another baby and continue to lose weight and all that. But I think the significant need of my story is just that I'm so passionate to be here. I'm so passionate about people, and that's what I love about this job. So, Angie, you're up.
Okay. Before I start, I have to say that Courtney's being extremely modest right now because she completely rocked her second pregnancy. Like, it was probably one of the most amazing pregnancies I've ever seen. And she already is into pre-pregnancy clothes. She was when the baby was only 2 weeks old. Like, she was really accountable and really stuck to it. So I'm sorry, I couldn't let that be unsaid because you're awesome and you're very inspirational. A lot of the things that you said too about your journey are so true of mine. I started out just as a customer, and I always said that I would never do Insanity because I thought it was crazy. And I thought that there's no way that anyone who is smart would do a workout that is literally called crazy. Like, why would you do that? But then after I had my third baby, I was like, you know what? No, like, I've been pretty healthy. I've been going to the gym. I'm going to see if I can really do this. And it was really kind of a competition with myself to see if I was kind of able to. So I did. And I actually brought Insanity through a mutual friend of mine in Savannah. But at that same time, Courtney had approached me, and she was like, hey, how's Insanity going? What do you think about coaching? And I was like, I don't really think so. I'm like, I don't really want to drink Shakeology. I can't afford it. I'm not committed to it. But then she was like, no, I really think you should. It will definitely change your results. You'll see a difference. So I was like, fine, take my money. I'll be a coach. I'm military, so it's free anyways. I'll get a discount. Let's do it. So I did. And then something like clicked almost immediately. It was like I went from just doing the workout to do it to actually starting to enjoy my workouts. And then I started getting a few customers here and there, and then they were doing awesome. And I kind of led them on their path towards that. And it felt so good. Immediately, I was just like, this is awesome. I can help people through the internet and be their accountability partner from like hundreds of miles away. Their life is changing. My life is changing. We're doing it together. And it just felt so good. It also led me to realize that this is a passion of mine that I didn't even know existed. I didn't know that I cared about helping people. I mean, I know that sounds really bad, but I didn't know that I cared about helping people in this way. I've always, like, I'll lend a hand, I'll help a friend or something, but I didn't know that this was something that I could be good at, or that I even wanted to be good at. So it was really, really cool to find out. It was just a great thing to open my eyes. It's super fulfilling and rewarding. I won't say every day, but I'll say every week, probably almost every day, I feel accomplished and I feel fulfilled in what I've been doing, just from talking to people, building relationships with people, hearing success stories from people that I've worked with. It's awesome. And then too, as Courtney said, meeting this amazing network of people. I have people that I can call a friend now that I've never actually met in person. And we kind of work together and we have the same goals, and we do life together as we work together. And it's a really neat experience that I wouldn't have been able to get any other way.
Awesome. Yeah. So true. And then what's crazy is when you go to like the big events and you meet these friends finally that you've built this relationship with, it's instant connection. You just continue life like you are friends. And so anyway, that's really fun. And Angie, I'm excited for you to experience that at Summit coming up in July. It's going to be crazy. And our team is going to be, because we're part of Fit and Fierce. And so last year, Fit and Fierce probably had 20 or 30 coaches. And this year they're going to have like 300 coaches at Summit. And that is crazy. That's our team.
That's incredible.
Significant team of people there. That'll be really good. So Taryn, you're up. Your turn.
Okay, so I don't have an incredible journey like Courtney and Angie, but
Yes, you do.
I'll try. So I'd always wanted to do T25. I kept hearing about it. I'm a single mom, so trying to find time to exercise in a quick way that is beneficial is very important to me, whether it's at lunch, at 5 o'clock in the morning, at 10 o'clock at night, whenever. I just needed to find time to get it done. I've always been athletic growing up, so I needed some way to compete, but keep accountability with others. And Angie kept messaging me and wanting me to jump on board, and I kept having excuses like, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, blah, 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 excuse after excuse. But I finally committed. I wanted to coach, but I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really have the money, but I said I would do it anyway. And I pretty much just started out with a discount because I wanted to do Shakeology. I was kind of hesitant, but I have a lot of stomach issues. So once I started drinking Shakeology, everything just fell in place. My stomach issues went out the window. I felt so much better. I got rid of my coffee every morning, except occasionally. Now I'm back on it. But that's because I don't ever sleep. But after my first 5 weeks of T25, I had lost like 8 pounds and lots of inches, and I was starting to see abs. So at that point, I was like, "Ooh, I'm pretty excited about this." And then I quit. I quit with T25 and just quit doing anything really because of life. So I started it up again, and I'm pretty excited that I've stuck with it. I've got 3 more weeks through my 10, and I'm anxious to see my results. But I absolutely love coaching because I love hearing my challengers come and tell me, hey, I've lost 4 pounds this week. Hey, I can run a mile without stopping, all because of Shanti or anybody. Or a big one is Autumn with 21 Day Fix. I have great results from challengers with that who love it. So here I am. I want to help others, and I love it.
That's awesome. No, I love your point of you quit. Like you quit and then you started again. That makes your journey awesome because you're real. And we're not trying to put up a front here. Like we take breaks, and some days we don't make a workout happen, and some days there's vomit and poop and to deal with, and that's what happens. But I mean, on the flip side of that, we're in our challenge groups and we're like, guys, like I didn't do it, or life is just taking over, or I'm struggling this week, and we share those things. And that's what's fun about this too, is that this isn't a quick fix. I mean, this job is long term, and it's long term in people's lives, and it's long term building these relationships, and that's all this job is really, is relationship building, and 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 maybe starting with your friends and family. That's your warm market, and we're actually transitioning into kind of my next point here, about coaching and how you share this opportunity, because in the beginning that's one of the scariest parts, right? Like, how am I going to sell something? Who do I know? I don't know a lot of people. I move too much, and the truth of it is you just share. You just meet somebody new, just like you usually do, and you get their information, and you build a relationship, and you share what you're doing, or they ask you what you're doing, and so it comes up. But also, some other ways we use social media, and so we do a lot. We kind of encourage you to start a Facebook-like page and to grow that page through either using ads or hashtagging stuff. I hashtag a lot of stuff, and I surprisingly get a good amount of new likes through those random hashtags. I mean, I don't follow a ton of hashtags, but people out there do, and they're finding me. So I kind of love that, and that's another opportunity. Something I also do is lead a fit group, and so that's something I put into the community. And I share in different venues about that fit group, and so I'm trying to catch new moms. So my fit group is geared towards moms. It's mommy and me, so bring your kids and we'll do a workout. And so that's another way you can meet people, or through church, or there's so many different avenues you can kind of go. But that's how I would grow and start my market or my business. Let's see. Angie, do you want to talk about what is a coach, I guess?
What is what now? Sorry.
Coach, like our basic.
Yeah. Do you want me to talk about the 3 vital behaviors or just give a different overview?
Yeah. However you want to do it.
Okay. What Courtney was talking about are like just kind of her ways of the way she does things. I am love her fit group that she does. I've been talking about doing one all year, and here we are already at the end of April, and I still haven't even taken the first step to figure it out. So I'm actually about to write that down and get on it because I really want to do it. I really want to just offer something free to the community and, I don't know, just spread the goodness. Pretty much as a coach, you get to make your own schedule. You do what you want when you want it, when you have time, or rather when you make time, because I think that none of us actually just have the time laying around. We have to schedule it in and make it happen. But there are 3 things that we need you to do every day to be successful. Beachbody calls them your 3 vital behaviors. They essentially are things that are going to, first of all, make you better as a person, but then they're also going to make you better as a coach and better able to help people. You're expected to, all of this, by the way, it can take a small amount of time as 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how you work your business and how you schedule your time. You should be doing some sort of personal development. Personal development is just, for most people, it's books, some people podcasts. You can listen in to speakers, any type of kind of think of like a seminar, and that's what you're going for. Something that's going to help you develop as a person, help develop your spirituality, help develop your business sense. Anything that's going to make you like a better version of what you want to be is great personal development. I try to do business-related personal development and then spiritual personal development every day. Those are my 2 that I work in. So I actually have probably an hour of personal development time every day, but that's me. That's my personal thing. We only ask you to do 10 minutes. You also should be a product of the product. And what we mean by that is, if you are a Beachbody coach, but you're not using Beachbody products, what value do you have to a customer? If you're like trying to sling programs, but you're not willing to do them yourself, then that's not really what we're looking for. We want somebody who's invested, who believes in what we're doing, and who's willing to get down and dirty and do it themselves in order to verify it for other people. Shakeology falls in with that too. It is so hard to maintain your business if you're not drinking your Shakeology. It puts unwanted stress on you because in order to stay an active coach, you kind of have to be drinking Shakeology, or you have to be some crazy person who can just sell so much product every month. And it's highly unlikely that it will stay consistent forever that long. So we just need you to practice what you preach. Do what you want other people to be doing. And that's great because it'll make you healthier. It'll put you in better shape. And then people are like, whoa, look at her at the beginning of T25 and now look at those abs, right, Taryn? Like pictures are real and they show that you're really doing it. And then the last thing is to invite people. That can look a lot of different ways. Courtney shares through her fit group, and whether people know it or not, she's inviting them to join her life and be a part of her journey, which will eventually turn to them probably saying, hey, besides this fit group, what else are you doing? Because you look great. They're going to get interested in what she's doing, then she's going to be able to share her life. You can talk to your family and friends. You can post pictures on social media. You can reach out to your 6th grade best friend that you haven't talked to in 5 years and just say, oh my gosh, how have you been? Like, you fell off the map. We haven't seen each other in forever, but what's been going on? And then you just start building relationships with people, and eventually you talk to them about the business, or you talk to them about being a customer, and you see a need and you fill it. And that's what inviting is all about, just helping people wherever they need it in their life. Yeah. So you can take as little time a day, well, not as little, you can take approximately 45 minutes a day if you want, up to a full-time job of hours a day. Just depends on what you want for your business and what you have time for.
Yeah, and so definitely, so from there, one of the things I love with personal development, it's so important, and I can't stress enough, like, how much my business changed when I actually started implementing that. Like, I understood what I was told to do all the time, and then when I actually started doing a personal development, I was growing and I was seeing change, and I was gaining confidence, and my business was changing, and it was starting to show in how I shared what I actually felt creative and had ideas. And sometimes you feel stuck maybe in a box, but when you're learning, when you're challenging your brain and your mind and opening those doors, you really do grow and things change for you. So I would really stress that as being important. And then, I don't know, also as coaches, we have different groups that we use to stay connected with just coaches. And then we also have groups for our challengers. And, you know, we lead challenge groups monthly, and we lead Shakeology groups, and where you sample the product. So there's a lot of different options that we try to offer our customers, because, you know, we know how they want to start or where they need to start. And so I think, yeah, that's fantastic. And then I had another important point. Oh, okay. Well, about money, how you actually make money in the business, right? So essentially, you earn a commission. You earn a 25% commission on anything Beachbody related you sell, and then you also can earn bonuses and dollars as you change in rank and you grow with coaches under you. And so it gets kind of more complicated than that, but I'd be happy to share later down the road. But what's not stressful about this is that you are the boss of your business. We are here as leaders within our team to help you find your goals and to help you reach those goals. And we're not here to push you out of your comfort zone or just push you in general. We just want to help each other grow and help each other grow, whether that's financially or in your fitness or, you know, personal development. We're here to just encourage and help lead and give you ideas, and so that's it. We're just really a resource to you and to help you reach your goals. So besides that, I feel like we hit it. We wrapped it all up. And are there any questions, Joy?
Right. I do want to say one thing too is it can feel overwhelming because you're coming into this opportunity not really understanding exactly what you're doing. But on this call alone, you have 4 coaches to one sweet little lady who joined in on the call. Like, we are here to help you, all of us, not just the person that you signed up with to come on, anybody. We have, you have access to all of us. So if you're like, oh gosh, I have a question that I don't know the answer to and I don't know how to get the answer, you can always come to any of us. We're a big team. We're a big group. We believe in each other and we help each other. So feeling overwhelmed is okay. I was overwhelmed. Probably we all were, and some of us maybe still are. But you have a sounding board and you're not going to be alone.
This is awesome. I totally didn't realize I was the only one that wasn't a coach until just now. Totally out of this without even me realizing I was the only one in there.
Oh, darn. Don't be shy now.
Taryn, I'm coming for you later. I know where you live.
That's true.
Just don't wake the baby.
Yeah, please don't.
I was about to say, mine, if you notice me turning my head a lot, it's because I'm sitting in his room to get away from him. And he kept coming in going, Mom, what are you doing? Why are you in my room?
That's too funny. Well, do you have any questions tonight? Anything like right off the bat?
I don't. No, not right off the bat. I'm definitely going to be sitting down and talking to my husband about it a little bit and everything. But
Awesome.
it's going to be some talking and working things out, and I will definitely get back to Taryn. I know I've got her on Facebook, and I know where she lives, so I can just attack her at any point in time.
Awesome.
Well, I'm gonna hold on.
But I really appreciate this, ladies. Like,